Hey guys, here aka Gene. Welcome to my first footage of actual first person racing. We had a nice little battle against Picano throughout this race. And before the race started, on the menu this was locked to first person, although people can cheat by pressing circle, but I know Picano did not do that. So both of us was on the sort of this menu, this screen, this perspective of first person whilst racing. And it's definitely a difficult experience, but it's awesome at the same time. It can get really intense, and this will require more energy and focus and concentration than actual third person racing, and it's rather self-explanatory for that. Now, when it comes to racecraft and defending and attacking, extremely difficult, especially when you're defending, because you can't really tell how close someone is to your rear bumper, and you don't want to brake check, you know. You want to sort of control your lines that you take and have to sort of know how much speed the person behind you has obtained. You don't want to sort of swerve through the lines as they overtake and stuff like that. And you can look back with the right analog stick, which is awesome. Only certain cars can do that, which is kind of crazy, because some cars, when you actually push in the right analog stick, you only look back through the actual sort of first person mode. So certain cars are different. So for example, the Turismo, you can sort of just look back right away in third person mode for some reason. So I don't know why they've done that for different cars. So that's kind of unbalanced, but I know, and it is what it is. But you see here, basically, a lot of concentration is required for this. This isn't easy to keep up the pace and go in this mode, right? At the same time, you got to think, okay, so I'm having to use my right analog stick a little bit here to actually get a nice, perfect apex cornering with appropriate, wide in out line. So I kind of get nauseous. This is my personal sort of experience through this, but sometimes, when you have to concentrate a lot in this mode while having to optimize the right analog stick and taking the appropriate lines and pushing yourself, I do get nauseous at times where you feel kind of sick, and it's like, okay, so to stop that feeling you have to completely stop changing the angle of the right analog stick so you keep in sort of orientation. Now, one thing you notice here, I'm looking back just to see what speed Picano's going at, just in case I need to prepare myself for an overtake that he's gonna do, or if I need to defend a particular line before he actually takes it. So it's pretty consistent stuff right now between me and him. He's on my arse pretty much. There's a little bit gap right at this point, but yeah guys, other than the fact of getting nauseous, which only that obviously comes down to who gets nauseous quite easily, but for me, when it comes to cramped in cramped situations like this, and I'm having to do multiple things, I get easily nauseous. Like even in real life, if I'm in a car, I'm looking down at my phone, while someone's driving, I get sick really quickly. But that's just me. Now you see this going down to bumper action right now, so I'm having to look back all the time, but at the same time keep my car in control. It's extremely fun. I can see he overstayed it slightly, you can see there, but he does manage to keep up. You can sort of see, if you guys get a rough idea of 30 people locked into this mode, it can be rather chaotic. You'll be absolutely more, even further more chaotic than actual third person 30-man racing. So I would suggest, right, for these circumstances, you have to sort of put non-contact mode. It will be pretty fun to see 30 people going to non-contact in this particular mode. Hopefully no one cheating, or Rockstar can fix that, so no one can actually switch back to third person on the first person lockup mode. Oh, by the way, at this point here, Picano has got the upper hand against me, and I sort of allow him to overtake because to avoid any sort of collision. I'm not going to force him to switch lines when he's got the upper hand against me. So it's my job now, from this point of view, it looks fucking amazing when you're actually behind someone, first person by the way, to try and overtake. And overtake in first person is awesome as well. You can see I've got the upper hand against him, a little bit more speed into that corner, and I managed to overtake. But it's really difficult when the freaking mirrors, the side mirrors, don't actually work to see what sort of distance you're covering, when you can actually defend your line after you overtake, to switch lines and whatnot, taking the corners. So you have to be really careful, and I think it's up to the guy, in my opinion, that gets overtaken, to actually be careful, because they have a better view than the person overtaken, if that makes sense. But like I said, with 30-man racing in first person, I'd definitely suggest doing non-contact, just to see who's the most consistent and the quickest under these circumstances. Of course, contact environment with racecraft can work with this, but I would say about 15 players at most, that can actually work without that much chaos. Maybe even 10, because with a lot of players, it will just be a lot of collisions. There will be just pointless racing in this. Even with the most experienced players, it's rather difficult to actually race in these environments. Of course, it requires a little bit more practice. Like I said, more focus and concentration. It's very easy to make mistakes. But I absolutely love first person racing, guys. It's a complete new experience, and certainly can tell apart who's actually you know, got the grasp of things right off the bat and who hasn't. Pagano there just kind of went wide and crashed into the dynamic barriers, and I managed to keep it going. But definitely, guys, give it a go. It's amazing. Let me know in the comments below if you guys actually wanted me to do more first person racing. Are you guys enjoying this particular footage when you actually sit there and watch it from YouTube? Are you guys going to try it out? I know a lot of you guys don't still have the game yet, but this is a perfect example of a competitive racing environment under first person lockup settings. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Be sure to drop a like if you did. I will see you guys soon. Subscribe for more GTA 5 content for PS4. Thanks for watching. Check your son out. Good night. Peace. Yeah. Hey guys, here, Genius. I'm making this video quickly to address an issue to Rockstar. I need to get their attention to watch this video, so you guys gotta do me the favor to actually share this video out, do whatever it takes to get